This worksheet takes you through completing a behaviours and skills audit. If you wish, you can also add elements of your knowledge into your audit. The audit is a key part of understanding yourself, as it'll give you clarity on what you are good at and where you have any gaps. As an added bonus, completing this will put you ahead of the game when it comes to your annual performance and development review. So what do we mean by workplace knowledge, skills and behaviours? Your knowledge is what you understand and know. If someone asks for your knowledge, they are asking you to tell them what you remember. What do you hold in your head? By comparison, skills are the application of knowledge and ability to perform a specific activity. As an example, think about using the London Underground. Your knowledge would be understanding how to navigate the Underground. Do you know how the route map colours work, the station stops, the timetable? By comparison, your skill would be applying this knowledge in the real world. Are you able to use the Underground effectively to complete your desired journey from A to B? In other words, can you go beyond understanding the steps in your head to performing them out there in the world? Going one step further, your behaviours are how you approach what you do. You may have the knowledge of the Underground and be able to apply the steps to go from A to B. This would make you technically proficient at using the Underground. But if we were to look at how good you were at travelling on the Underground, we'd also be interested in how you go about it. Do you demonstrate that you are respectful towards other passengers? Do you share information to help those who don't understand the route maps? Do you spot issues with the tube trains and send in feedback so that the service can be improved? These are your behaviours. You can probably spot that these concepts are very much interrelated. However, being aware of the differences can help you to think broadly about your performance at work and break down all the things that you want to develop into meaningful chunks. Let's now talk through how to complete Activity 1 on the worksheet. As a starting point, list the behaviours and skills that are important for success in your current role. You can copy and paste these from the lists provided for your university job family. If your role doesn't fall within one of these job families, don't worry, you can find these in the person specification that accompanies your job description. Ask your manager if you are unsure. You should then add in any further behaviours, skills and knowledge that are relevant. These could be additional elements that are important for your specific role or specialism, or other knowledge, skills and behaviours that you are able to demonstrate outside of your current role. It's important to remember that you are so much more than your current role profile. Your role profile helpfully summarises what you need to do to be effective in your current role, but what you are capable of doing will stretch much further beyond this. The next step is to rate how well you can demonstrate each of the elements that you have listed in your audit. This is the time to really think and be honest. Don't hold back from noting the things that you don't currently do, and don't hold back from claiming the things that you do very well. It's not the time for modesty. You might find it easiest to enter your ratings based on a self-assessment. However, you can add richness to your assessment by seeking feedback from others. This can be especially helpful for recognising the things that we do well, as sometimes we take these for granted. Think about who you ask for some honest feedback about your skills and behaviours. Your manager? Your colleagues? Your stakeholders? Can you look back at previous information from performance and development reviews? Have customers or stakeholders sent you any feedback or evaluations? Have you taken part in a 360-degree feedback process? All of this feedback can be powerful information for your audit. If you're seeking feedback, it doesn't have to be onerous. A quick email welcoming feedback in the form of a few bullet points will do. In terms of the scale to use when rating your behaviours, skills and knowledge, you should use the 4-point scale provided on the worksheet. 1 is I do this very well. 2, I do this well. 3, I do this okay, but I have gaps in my effectiveness. And 4, I don't currently do this. Once you have completed your audit, take stock. You can now move on to Activity 2. In the first box, you should summarise the behaviours, skills and knowledge that you do particularly well. In the second box, you should summarise the key elements that you don't currently do or have gaps in your effectiveness. And in the third box, note down any reflections that you have based on your audit. What does this tell you? What surprises you? Congratulations, you've now completed your audit. You can use this information at any point when you'd find it helpful to have a summary of your performance in your key behaviours, skills and knowledge. Other activities on the career development web pages will signpost when you may find it helpful to use this information. In particular, you may wish to now use your audit to help you complete the Strengths worksheet.